Why should we? Even discussing these issues we hold so dear with those people would compromise our own sacred beliefs. Why should we have to pay for your fast food and candy addiction, aggravated by a terminal couchitis? Why should we listen to your lame exercise crap when we worked all day and there's a good game on? Why should we pick up your litter since that just tells you it's okay to toss more junk out your windows? Why should we try to read all the tiny print, big word food ingredients we don't understand anyway? Why should we fret over climate change when the CO2 oligarchies assure us it's all part of God's plan? And why should we buy your overpriced elitist organics when factory snack food are so tasty and so cheap? Why should we have to listen to your fat slob pickups and pathetically lame Harleys 24 by 7 by 365? Why should we worry about clean water since we guzzle all ours from bottles from New Jersey that we quickly toss away? Why should we vote against the one percenters who call us moochers and just offshore us for more fat bonuses? Why should we believe in security since today it only means more surveillance with greater secrecy? Why should we mess around with that useless recycling just because you nannies think it's so great? Why should we allow more mass shootings and let the Fox and the NRA further stir your infantile paranoia? Why should we eat that disgusting kale when double meat bacon cheeseburgers taste so damn good? Why should we subsidize your wanton obesity and scornful disdain for any non-gas powered activity? Why should we waste our money on that clean energy fraud just because it makes you feel a little less guilty? Why should we bomb hell out of places you cannot even locate on a globe with names in big print? Why should we let Washington bureaucrats tell us what our kids are supposed to learn in their school? Why should we respect your spoon-fed opinions fed to you as catchy sound bites by paid spin doctors? Why should we bother reading when that liberal media is all just big lies, junk science, and bad math? Why should we try to get the lead and mercury out of your kids' brains since you obviously don't even care? Why should we stress over your increasing ignorance? After all, it just makes you easier to control. Why should we give a damn about whatever keystone species so long as football is on 80 hours a week? Why should we hypermile in our hybrids as you pretend it's some kind of NASCAR in your clumsy, bellowing, fat pickups? Why should we turn in assault rifles so you can give over our precious national sovereignty to that UN? Why should we respect your implanted view that the market will bring health care to the sick or the poor? Why should we pay our water bills even though you do, since clean water is a universal human right? Why should we accept your judgment regarding fuzzy math when you can't even count out change? Why should we be denied ATV access to our federal lands just because we don't want a stupid hike? Why should we clean up after you? Why should we clean up after your beloved frackers who profitably export our energy independence? Why should we ever dialogue with those who condone that sinful murdering of babies called abortion? Why should we not smoke bud after witnessing millennia of your alcohol-induced violence and stupidity? Why should we forsake our secure black and white faith for your fool and frightening rational uncertainty? Why should we support you when your own initiatives always boil down to just loudly shouting no? Why should we permit the government to overregulate us on down in that old Europe-style decay? Why should we all have to bray in unison to support giant increases to an already bloated defense budget? Why should we lower our divine moral standards by compromising with you godless New Age heathens.